Imagine surviving sexual abuse only to finally build up the courage to ask for help, and you're faced with the fact that therapy is too expensive, unavailable, or even too far away. My name is Bailey Hicks, and I'm going to tell you why we should increase mental health support for survivors of sexual abuse. Survivors shouldn't have to fight another battle just to heal from the previous one. Communities need to increase mental health support because the survivors of sexual abuse shouldn't have to fight all of their battles alone, and oftentimes they do. Therapy helps these people recover because this type of trauma has long-lasting effects on someone who has experienced this. And like I said, the therapy helps people recover. The communities have a responsibility to make treatment accessible for people who have struggled with this. The main problem is that sexual abuse doesn't end when the abuse ends. This is because these survivors are attacked mentally and physically. Not only do they have wounds from the physical attack, but they also have mental wounds. And they burden themselves with the thought, what could I have done to prevent this? Why did this happen to me? Why did I freeze? Why didn't I fight? Why me? And this can be very hard for people, especially if they're alone. Healing takes time, and this is why mental health support matters. Trauma-informed therapy provides safety, support, coping skills, and hope for people that are lost. RAINN says that around 90% of survivors experience severe emotional distress. Now, therapy can't erase the past, but it can redefine your future. This can also happen when you are a child that deals with this type of abuse. It is called ACE, Adverse Childhood Experience. The CDC says that this experience can cause depression, anxiety, PTSD, and substance abuse. People that deal with these types of things are put on medication for what they are going through, and this oftentimes leads to the substance abuse. Now that we understand how serious these effects are, let's talk about how we can help survivors heal. Healing takes time, and what we need to do is make sure that the therapy is accessible for these people. Therapy can't erase the past, but it can redefine the future. It helps survivors regain control of their lives. If treatment works, the next question is, how do we make sure every survivor can receive it? Well, we can increase funding for affordable counseling, crisis centers, trauma-informed care, and reduce financial and geographic barriers. This means that people that are not as well off as others, this can happen to them, and therapy is so expensive, they couldn't even think about stepping in the direction of getting help. They think, well, I'm so poor, I don't have any way to get therapy. I can't afford it, I never could. So what's the point in reaching out? And this is simply horrendous. The example for a geographic barrier is they can't access therapy. They don't know how to get there. They can't get a ride to go to therapy. Support organizations like RAINN encourage schools, communities to invest in survivor services. Healing shouldn't depend on someone's income or where they live. This leads back to the financial and geographic barriers. In light of everything that has been mentioned, every survivor deserves more than sympathy. They deserve people they love and people in general to take action for what they have experienced and try to take a step towards healing. They deserve access to mental health care that works. We can't change what happened to them, but we can help them heal from what happened. And we can redefine their future and figure out how they can live past this. Call to action would be to support increased funding and awareness so no survivor has to heal alone.